here with your CNN special news report of the day.
Action.
It's a sad fact in American history that our greatest Civil War movement victories have followed after our bloodiest wars. The end of slavery only came about after the end of the Civil War, the 19th Amendment after World War I, and now the women's liberation movement after World War II. Actually, the ongoing feminist movement that began during World War I was greatly progressed during World War II. Most of the factories and labor jobs had to hire women because the men were overseas. Posters like Rosie the Riveter became popular because they demonstrated the strength of women during the time. Daycare centers were created so that women could work day-long jobs to support the war effort. While women already had suffrage by the start of World War II, they still had little respect from most of society, but their involvement in the factories to support the war brought them great recognition. However, once the war ended and the men returned home, the men felt threatened by their newly working, independent women and forced them back into the stereotypical female role. Hence, the Susie Homemaker ideology of the 1950s. To the chaotic Miss America beauty pageant, where feminist leaders are protesting against the exploitation of women. Here we are on site of the beauty pageant, and I'm going to see if we can get a closer look at what's behind the protests going on today.
You whippersnappers, you young hooligans, exploiting! Yes?
Could you tell me what exactly is the purpose behind what you're here with your fellow protesters doing?
Well, we're feminists, and we believe that young women shouldn't be exploited for their beauty in contests like the Miss America beauty pageant.
Thank you. That's a good. Only female railroad workers, and she's a leader in the feminist movement, so I'm going to hear what she has to say about the feminist movement in England today. So in your opinion, would you say that World War II brought on this new liberation movement of women in Britain?
Well, it was certainly a catalyst for the liberation of women's rights. I would say that because men were off at war, women had to take the place in the workplace and plants. And no longer do we belong only in the kitchen, and I think that that's something we should really fight for.
So now that you've obviously won your right to work outside of the home, what, if anything, are you fighting for now?
Well, obviously, a big problem all over the world for women is equal pay, and men are being paid far more than women, and I know that my male counterparts are being paid sometimes twice as much as I am. That is not fair. I deserve just as much for the work I'm doing, equal to the men.
We are here with Irina Kovac, who is a leader of the feminist movement in Russia. So, Irina, a lot of women are taking part in the Russian Revolution. Can you explain why this is?
Yeah, well, revolutionaries have declared the woman question is of great importance to them since World War II. Since the Bolsheviks, women have the green light to power.
So what are you guys fighting for exactly?
Yes, Russia has always been a male-dominated country, but the truth is, husbands here are weak. There are no more strong men. We have women to do everything here.
Yeah. So are you seeing progress in Russia?
As far as the feminist movement is concerned, Unfortunately, most women are still submissive to their husbands. But as for me, when it comes to the making money and the making babies and raising them, I can do that all on my own.